guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber and Kyuujin, and today we're back with you guys with the OC.
Yeah.
Episode 3 from season 3.
I don't have the title yet. We'll see later, I guess. Oh wait, no, it's here.
The Gamble.
No, this is season 1.
Oh, okay.
The End of Innocence.
Ooh. I don't like that title, guys.
Yeah, me neither. After what happened last episode, yeah. So last episode, there was a petition to expel Ryan and Marissa from school. It ended up with Marissa only being expelled. There's a new dean of discipline at the school who seems to be out to hunt Marissa and Ryan.
It's not a witch hunt, guys.
It got real bad. Like, everything he said last episode made me wonder if he should change careers, because like it seemed personal, and I'm like, fuck, man. It's like he worked personally to expel Marissa, and he managed to do it, and Ryan tried to help her out. They had a fight about it, about how Marissa is capable of fighting for herself, and Ryan needs to step back, and he needs to listen only instead of intervening.
They were good. They were good.
Yeah. Summer managed to steal the presidential chair of the student council committee.
Social chair.
The social chair, thank you, sorry. She got that chair who belonged to Marissa instead of that girl. What's her name?
Taylor Thompson.
Taylor, because she wanted Marissa's place, and Summer wanted to keep Marissa's legacy for that last year, so she got it from her by creating this great carnival that they went to. Ryan brought Marissa, and that girl was fucking mad, so she brought the dean.
She bitched to the dean, and he came with the security and said, "Get out of my school."
He hurt Marissa, and Ryan got mad. He punched him, and he got expelled as well. So now they are both out of the school.
Wow.
That's really bad. And on top of that, you got Jimmy, he's got money problems, so obviously he came back for Caleb's money, and he's asked Julie to marry him. That's not, because he loves her. That's only because he wants that money to save himself. You got Kirsten, who's now in a remote cabin with that girl she met in rehab. She's pretending to need Kirsten for her own healing process, but she's drinking behind her back, and she's totally fine with this, and it's obviously manipulation, so...
She's a manipulative liar.
Yeah.
So it's not good.
So all of that is bad, but I'm really excited about where this is gonna go. So yeah, let's jump in this episode with the very ominous title and see what they have in store for us. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these episodes, and check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions.
Alright, let's go.
I've never done this before. No.
Model home.
I'm in charge.
Your passion for architecture.
Trying to keep the Newport group afloat while Kirsten's gone?
That and everything else.
I haven't exactly been making life easier for you, I know.
Oh, it's not me.
It's
I'm
not
worried
your
about, kid.
fault.
It's you. You have to move past all that.
I want to.
I don't think you do. Those kids at Harbor, Ryan, are no better than you. But they're working towards a future, and you're sitting here.
Well, I don't want to be. I just...
You couldn't help slugging the Dane.
He had his hands on Marissa.
You gotta stop thinking about Marissa Cooper and start thinking about yourself.
Is it a good point?
I think you should stop seeing her for a while.
Oh.
I'm not saying break up. I'm saying take some time apart.
As in you make all your decisions based on Marissa, and that needs to stop?
That's a good point.
They've been apart for the last season though, so I'm like... It's true that as soon as he goes back to Marissa, everything revolves around her.
Yeah.
I have been on the phone all morning with Caitlin's boarding school.
Is she coming
They're
back?
to take you.
Oh.
Boarding school? Apparently, the more elite the institution, the more accepting they are of criminals.
Because they're used to it?
You need to get back on track. Or did you think you'd just spend the year hanging out with Ryan, ruining your life?
I thought I was going to spend it here with you and Dad, getting our family back together.
Yeah, well, no, that's... I don't want you here to see the
I won't
bullshit.
force you to go to boarding school, but you have to promise me one thing. You have to stay away from Ryan.
The parents are working for this together.
Marissa, I gave you your independence, and look where you ended up. Barely escaping jail and kicked out of school. You need to listen to me. Let me and your father handle this.
I'll handle it. You'll get your money. Everything's under control.
Yeah, nothing is under control.
You want to know when the lawyers are going to read Caleb's will?
If you don't mind making a phone call.
Is there anything I need to know?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I just want to give my fiance a little peace of mind.
Well, anything for the soon-to-be Mrs. Cooper, Nickel Cooper.
Actually, you know what? Your pride is getting in the way, but you should tell Sandy, the lawyer, what's going on.
What do you think about helping with the school's production of South Pacific?
Ooh, I'm all for that.
Don't make friends with the enemy.
Considering I happen to know for a fact you two were responsible for Marissa Cooper crashing the carnival, the least you can do is offer to be stagehands for the drama club.
What's this manipulation?
Drama club. No.
Hey.
See, Taylor Townsend is president and...
Oh, okay. That's why.
Oh, we'd be stagehands and Taylor would be...
The director and writer.
Again, he's doing something for her.
I think that we were really busy, right?
totally booked up and get tired just thinking about it.
I cannot.
Or they're sleeping together.
Maybe.
Unless you want to join Ryan and Marissa in the streets.
That's fucking
Think about
threats.
showing a little harbor school spirit.
That's a threat. They're in cahoots so
Okay,
much.
Father, brother, or they're fucking together.
Yeah. I actually like the
Sorry for my crude words, guys, but yeah, no.
Maybe that's a way to bring Ryan and Marissa back. If we can prove that the dean had a conflict of interest and that's the reason why he started this, pretty sure he could be behind the petition as well.
You think?
Maybe. Oh, Julie.
Marissa!
What, Mom?
We don't have locked doors in this house.
I can smell a
We
man.
have decided to move the wedding up to Saturday.
Great.
And then we were thinking of Hawaii.
Okay, I'm happy to work on my tan.
And then we
To
thought
stay?
we'd sort of stay there.
What do you mean?
For a start.
Yeah, well,
For the whole family.
Mom, we can't. I can't.
You can. And you will.
she doesn't have to. Well, I mean, she's still a minor, so maybe she does, but it sucks. It sucks, and they're not gonna go to Hawaii. They have no fucking money. I want to read that will.
I mean, the will is on Friday.
yeah. For sure, they're not getting shit. One last jab from Caleb.
Coopers are moving to Hawaii. You move there also, get a job as a scuba instructor and or work on a macadamia nut farm. I love macadamia nuts.
What if Marissa moved in here?
I think the nut farm has a better shot.
But Sandy just told you to step away.
We got plenty of room. Kirsten and Sandy are like the Cooper's oldest friends.
And Julie Cooper's not exactly your biggest fan.
Where's Sandy?
He's never gonna go for that, man. He doesn't even want you seeing Marissa.
Yeah, right now is
Fine,
not the
you're gonna
right
need
time
ammo.
to ask. Bring the bagels.
Thank you.
You can't leave. I won't let you.
Why can't you stay at Summers then?
Whatever. You got out of going to boarding school. Well, because I really didn't want to go to boarding school. So what are you saying? That you really want to go to Hawaii? No, it's just the best we can do if our family wants to stay together.
But the reasons behind Jimmy coming back are fucking bullshit.
For the first time, like ever, my parents are actually happy.
I can't wait for Friday, man.
As crazy as it might sound, I think I want to be a part of that.
Yeah, they're not gonna be so happy when the wheels come out.
If she gets no money Friday and he fucking leaves by Saturday morning, oh.
You're gonna have all your money tomorrow night. Every dime.
That's all I wanted to hear. This is it.
He's gonna get shot. There's no way it's gonna go smoothly because it's a drama show, it's the beginning of a season, and if it goes smoothly, Marissa leaves for Hawaii, so...
I don't know if you heard, but the Coopers are moving to Hawaii. I was thinking maybe Marissa could stay here, live with us.
You got a lot of nerve even to bring that up.
Look, I get it, but I care about this girl, and I can't just stand by and watch as she's dragged off to some island by her paranoid mom. You and I are both here because somebody gave us a break. Well, now Marissa needs one.
You're pulling at his heartstrings. He's not hard to win over.
I think having Kirsten gone is making me all sentimental. Your plan poses a myriad of obstacles.
Anything you could do, thank you.
I assume you said yes. Bye.
You're gonna find a way to make it happen. But seriously, she could stay with Summers.
Well, yeah, but Summer is basically living on her own at this point, so like, it'd be like her mom Julie needs to be okay with this, so to have actual adults looking out for her would
Yeah.
be better.
This way, towards me. More, less.
This is a way to fucking lord over Summer and Seth because of last episode.
She's looking way too much at the Dean of Education.
It is so great that you guys have each other.
Thanks.
Because, I mean, everyone knows that Marissa was the popular one, and Seth's not like he got any cooler over the last 2 years. I mean, everyone just acted that way because they were afraid of Ryan Atwood.
She's a bitch. She's pushing them so much.
Just because you're saying really mean things in like a really nice voice doesn't mean that we don't realize that you're just some stupid little skank.
Seth? Summer? We couldn't possibly be having a problem here.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, we're right, man. There's something here.
One more incident, and there'll be consequences.
You cannot expel them for that.
Guys realize something's up. Find them sleeping together or something. Just, or I mean, find reason, another bond between them. Another reason. Oh, the sleeping with them would be a real shock, an actual scandal and stuff. So we could do something with that.
I talked to Sandy and I asked him if you could stay here with us. Took him a bit to get there, but he said he'd be able to help us.
If you want to, that's the thing.
My parents are together now, and I
And wait
think
till
we have a chance
Saturday.
to be a real family.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Give him a chance to say he understands. It hurts, but then again, we all know it's not happening. So.
Let's get started, shall we?
Okay, Caleb, what did you do now?
Oh, they are too happy. This is not gonna go well.
Caleb's wish was to split his fortune equally between his daughters and his wife.
Wow, very generous.
I'm getting the same as Kirsten?
As I said, that was Caleb's intention.
Was kind of sucks that the new wife gets the same as the
It's
others.
become clear that Caleb Nickel was broke.
I told you!
Well, Caleb had a series of high-interest loans, 2 mortgages on the house.
Holy shit!
What about the business?
Why do you think he was borrowing so much money?
That's even better. Just no money at all.
At
He
least
asked
give
me to give this to you.
yes the letter. That would help her so much, and they don't need the money. The business might be in trouble, but the others, I want to see them.
Money?
What about me?
But then they inherit the debt, right?
I don't get anything. I mean, I don't believe this, Jimmy. Do something.
I'm fucked. I see. I'm gonna get shot.
So no marriage tomorrow. I think he's gonna run away.
Well, what's happened?
This letter, Sandy, what do you think this is? He wrote this after our fight, after I told him he was gonna die alone.
Exactly, but that's a good thing.
Can you imagine what he wrote me back?
He loves you. Have Sandy read it first. You'll see.
Honey, wait, come on. Come on!
She's gonna be vulnerable, and the other one might fucking hide the letter. Like, who knows? She's gonna take advantage of that.
Holy shit.
I thought you might be mad at me.
If anyone understands trying to keep a family together.
It's just, I don't want you to feel like I'm leaving. I'm not leaving you.
It is kind of Lindsay
Right
2.0.
now is that you
A
and
lot
I
of
have the
2.0s,
best
right?
24 hours of our lives together.
Until the shit show.
Oh my. Breathe.
You have your business in Hawaii, and we'll be sailing into town on a 100-foot yacht. Aloha.
Yeah, well, no. Bye, Julie.
You know, darn, I got this.
He's leaving.
He's gonna run away.
I'll see you at home.
But to be fair, like, sell the fucking
It's bad
house.
luck to spend the night before the wedding with the bride, so I'll meet you here tomorrow. Okay?
Is it gonna be enough for what he knows?
He's gonna stand her up at the altar, man. I know you don't own, like, there's a lot of debt. I get it. There's a lot of shit, but still, you own so many brand clothes, cars. Just, like, you could sell so much.
Come on, where are we? Yeah. Really.
Oh,
That's enough, but
yeah, they stole that.
Probably.
Well, they worked so hard to build it. Yeah.
Hey, John.
Hey, Jimmy. You got my money?
Well, to be honest, I ran into some
Oh, shit.
unexpected
He gets
complications.
killed. That's bad.
Come on, what are we? Gangsters or something? I mean, no. We're rational human beings. I mean,
I'm done talking.
That'd be even worse than just him running away from Marissa.
Get in the car.
You played with fire, man.
all right, yeah, I'll go for a ride.
You put all your eggs in one basket with maybes and...
I'm sorry, but I can't do this. I have to go. What? You weren't even gonna try and stop me?
Don't play with his emotions like that. It's not a joke to do after last season.
you sure you want to do this? Because I've done a lot, but
Never this. They never went all the way.
not this.
It's a big step. That's also the end of Innocence.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna... Yeah. Kirsten, don't do this. It's a fucking intense parallel, guys.
Is Jimmy really gonna be beat up to death?
Maybe they're near the sea, like they might just throw him in. Read the letter first.
The letter, Kirsten, the letter.
This season
Oh,
is so intense. God damn.
What's wrong?
Dad?
Still alive? Still alive, at least.
At least.
I'm in trouble. I'm in real trouble. I gotta go, and I can't take you with me, Marissa.
Dad, I don't know what kind of trouble you're in, but if you have to go, then go.
Okay.
But if you leave, then I don't want you to come back.
Fair. Very, very fair.
It's too hard to keep saying goodbye like this. Is there anything I can do?
Tell your
Give
mom.
this to your mama. I really love her.
This could have gone so much worse than I thought it was gonna go.
Could have been dead.
And I was like, why'd you call Marissa? Like, I was freaking out a bit about over, you know, him trying to, you know, use her in some sort of way or have her help when she's so young. But actually, I think seeing him like this might have been what she needed to understand why he's leaving again.
Sorry to bother you. I don't know quite how to put this, but the family that owns this place has had a change in plans. They're returning sooner than expected.
I fucking knew it.
We have a deal. This place is mine for 2 more weeks.
Well, that would be the case if your check had cleared. Since it didn't, how about I charge you for the 2 weeks and you just start packing?
All right, let me get you some cash.
She doesn't
Careful not
have
to
any
get-
money.
Careful not to get killed.
So, you think you'll head back east?
Actually, I thought I'd spend some time at the beach.
Kirsten!
Did she read the letter? Interesting how she just never called her back. Like, let her worry.
Where were you?
At a sleazy motel with a bottle of vodka.
She did not
But I
drink
didn't
it.
drink. Oh, Sandy, I'm sick of hiding from my life.
If things get messy, we'll clean them up together.
Yeah. Read it. It's the best way to end this.
Can't do this without you.
Guess I got what I deserve.
I love this song. Freaking bad.
It's an apology.
I'd regret special.
Oh, my dad. Of course, he'd have to be dead to say nice things.
Came so long.
Julie.
There you are, honey.
I feel bad for Julie.
A little bit,
For
yeah.
this.
Where's your father?
But I would know.
No. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? What are we gonna do?
We'll figure it out together.
But it's the fact that she loved Jimmy and she felt safe with him.
And she had an idea of a future. Now she has no money,
No money, no perspective of a family together.
no husband.
Yeah.
Oh, but we did good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get the tiki torches out of the car.
Okay.
Find something.
They will. They will.
Seth Cohen, don't move.
Fuck. Not like that.
Dean,
Never took you for a thief, Cohen.
I borrowed a theatrical set, which I brought back unharmed, and I plan to reassemble immediately, okay? Talk about a victimless crime.
It's the principle of the thing, Cohen.
You're looking for straws.
I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction of a reunion with Ryan and Marissa. I'm gonna keep you here.
That's creepy.
1 month detention. Unless maybe you want to give up your partner?
Hide, Summer, hide.
Do you see anyone else here? I mean, I think it's pretty clear I acted alone.
Then let's make it 2 months.
He loves her. Could be worse, but he. This guy gotta be sleeping with Taylor. Or his family somehow, which, I mean.
Could have sold Summer out, but I didn't.
Like you're becoming a man.
End of innocence. And mom is back.
Hey, guys.
Mommy!
Hey.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
You really home?
Yeah, and I'm not going anywhere ever again.
I missed you.
No, I missed you too.
But that Charlotte girl is still around and she's not going away.
She's still in the wild. She might cause problems.
Your grandpa's broke.
Ryan and Marissa don't go to school anymore.
Jimmy Cooper just sailed out of town again.
I got 2 months of detention.
That's a great thing about this place. Nothing ever happens.
All this shit. At least they're supporting each other through it. Oh, God.
Oh my god, that could have ended up so much worse for Jimmy. I really thought he will be dead.
I thought
And just
he's
falling
dying
into
too.
the ocean.
Yeah, I thought it was a very risky but montage, but it was really, really good. Honestly, so far this season has been really, really good.
Yeah.
For me, at least, I think it's been great. Very intense, and we're tackling issues that are on a new level, and I like that. The End of Innocence was a right title for this episode. So Ryan and Marissa stepped over that line, slept together, and now they've entered a new level of the relationship, which could either make it, you know, complicated or make it stronger. So now that, you know, Jimmy's gone and Marissa seems to be actually more okay with it than I expected.
But it's the fact that she understood that her father needed to go and she needed to be okay with that decision that I won't have my father anymore.
I was a bit afraid that it was going to mess her up.
I'm going to be better without him.
I was a bit afraid it was going to mess her up so much that, again, we were going to fall back into the Ryan needs to, you know, support her situation. But if she's becoming stronger and she's actually helping herself, and she said she was going to try to help her mom as well, so it's not so much like, oh, I'm alone against everyone else and I need help and all that. Like, now she seems to be making the right steps in the right direction to be strong. So, okay, we'll see how that goes with her relationship with Ryan. But if he doesn't have to save her, that might help them as a couple. So this is good. So I'm glad for them. I'm glad she's not leaving to Hawaii. I'm also glad that Jimmy, at first I said I was afraid that him calling Marissa was to, you know, give her excuses, or somehow he could not go to Julie, so he was going to try to ask something of Marissa. Like, I was a bit afraid of why he called her. I was like, she's a child, she doesn't have to deal with this bullshit. But it was in order to say, I need to go and explain himself a little bit. And seeing the wounds on his face, I think Marissa truly understood the gravity of the situation, seeing that, and she understood better why he had to leave. So maybe that made it easier for her to let him go. Like, she understood, okay, you have no choice but to leave. And I'm glad she said, if you leave, though, you're not coming back. Because it's true, he's her father. He's putting her through so many emotions. It's like roller coaster of emotions with them of, you know, yeah, you're back. I get my family again. Oh, no, you're leaving. I'm losing my dad. Oh, you're coming back. We have a family again. Oh, you're leaving. She should not go through that. She has enough issues.
No.
You know? So I'm glad, in a way, I'm glad he had this talk with her. And I'm really proud of her for not crumbling from him leaving.
Putting her foot down.
Maybe it's because she had her hopes up for this family, but she already said goodbye to him before, so it wasn't the first time, and she was not in a place in her life where she desperately needed her dad like before. Like, she's in a good spot with Ryan. She's got she's got strong friends that are there to help. Yes, she's in a place right now where she's not going to school. Things are up in the air. She doesn't really know anything about her future. They're not going to have any money, but this is all new problems, I would say. So after what happened with Trey, I think she feels stronger, more mature, less innocent, and maybe she was more prepared to say goodbye the second time. So I'm really proud of her this episode. And Jimmy, you just fucking face the consequences of your actions. This is on you, and it sucks that he did not have the courage to face Julie to tell her he was leaving as well. But what do? The guy messes up constantly. He needs to work on himself crazy bad. And I mean, yeah, like, he had a second chance and he messed that up.
But technically, it's just like with Trey, you know, when you have this habit of making wrong decisions, it is hard to get out of it because that's the easy way, in a sense, you know?
Trey right now is where Jimmy was when he left for Hawaii. New place, people who don't know you, new beginning. Yes, there's the antecedent, like, so there's the past. I went to jail, I had money issues, I was a crook, stuff like that. Like, the past that they have doesn't make their present easy. But when Trey left, we were saying, like, yeah, you're making the right choice, you're starting anew, you need to make things right. Him leaving was basically Jimmy when he left for Hawaii, and we were saying, oh, it sucks for Marissa, but he needs to make things better for himself. He had an opportunity, and he was actually in a better place than Trey because he had a job offer. So Trey is going to start anew completely, and we're saying he needs to do things right this time. Jimmy had better opportunities, a job offer in a place where people don't know him, and he screwed that up. So how many chances do you need? And not only did he mess up his second chance, he came back and tried to manipulate his family into helping him out. Yeah, I do believe maybe he has true feelings for Julie. He truly loves his daughters. This is all true, but on a balance, he still used them for the money. You know? Instead of telling the truth. He came back with his tail between his legs and he tried to manipulate them into giving money. Which, I mean, we saw it coming that Caleb was not going to give him anything. But for him to be broke...
I said it as a joke last episode and I was just freaking hilarious to me.
That was funny
just
as
had
fuck.
any money. Like that big shark that Caleb used to be, you know, as a character.
And he ended up being nothing. God, that's great. I'm wondering though, won't they inherit the debts? Unless he had no, like, he just, I mean, it sounded like he had no money and he had a ton of debts. So I'm wondering how that's going to affect the business. Because you need to keep that afloat. They are still making money, but if they owe money, that's going to be bad. So they did not talk about debts and they did not seem like, Kirsten was focused on the letter, which by the way, such a beautiful scene. That song... I mean, I love that song because of Breaking Bad.
Baby Blue.
And it's because of the emotions that the finale of Breaking Bad gives me that I'm like, every time I hear that song, I get like emotional. But on top of that, you add the reading of the letter. I was tearing up. That was really, really beautiful. So that was great. But yeah, she was focused on that and she did not seem worried about debts or anything. But maybe next episode or the following few episodes, we'll talk about that. If there are no issues, that's great. But... if they inherit the debts, that might be something bad. It's the beginning of the season. We have time to make it a problem.
To create more problems?
Of course.
Speaking of problems, Charlotte,
She
did lie.
She went, she did, and she left with the photos and stuff. So that, to me, that says she's not gonna disappear. She's definitely coming back. I think it's funny that Kirsten just did not come back. In her mind, nothing's wrong with Charlotte. She's just trying to help. She did not call. She did not go back. She went back home and she's just moving on. No warning Charlotte or anything. So maybe she tried it. It was off screen, but I'm like, it felt like she just doesn't give a shit. But I'm glad she's back. I'm really glad she's back. I think this is the best way to heal. Like, trust yourself and move on. But Charlotte is going to come back, for sure. She kept the photo, so that means it's not over.
I mean, it is scary to be out there, that you have your problems. But sometimes we are stronger than we think about ourselves, you know? Like, she was so scared that, I'm not strong enough. Like, I might go back to my problems and just start drinking again. But she didn't.
Well, she did what Jimmy couldn't. You know, kind of how Marissa was saying, oh, if you leave, I don't want you to come back again. Because that's the thing. If you have issues and you keep coming back with those issues and you abandon your family again because those issues never went away, you are disappointing your family. So maybe Kirsten doesn't want to do, she definitely doesn't want to do what Jimmy just did, which is come back, not be ready, and then have to leave them again. You'd feel like you're abandoning your children, your husband. You'd feel like you're letting them down. So she wants to come back and be ready, which I think she is, and that letter definitely helped. And the fact that in the end they were all saying like, oh, so this is basically what happened. Like, oh yeah, I almost went to jail and Jimmy's gone and all this shit. And they could listen to that with a smile on their face. That means that together they can face those issues and it's gonna be fine. So you got that. But yeah. At least she's away from Charlotte for now, but Charlotte is coming back.
Oh, she's coming back. Yeah. She has something in her mind, and I don't want to see it, but I just want to see it because it's just gonna be drama.
Yeah.
And speaking of drama, Taylor and Dean of Discipline.
If they're not family, they're fucking sleeping together.
Come on, I'm sure that they are, because when Taylor was directing to this.
Everything
the playing of the stage, she kept looking at him with a smile on her face.
She literally did
something's going on. Oh yeah,
pouty face, and everything is done. Getting rid of Marissa specifically, she took her place in the committee. Getting her away from the carnival after she got pissed that they stole the carnival and Marissa was on her way and all of that. That's all for her, and now. There's absolutely no reason to put Seth and Summer through that bullshit.
And to threaten them also?
Yeah, and to threaten them for something like that? No, it's all for her. So they are either family or whatever, or they're sleeping together.
And my man, they're sleeping together.
For sure, they gotta be.
It's a teen drama show. They're sleeping together.
But the pouty face made me think father figure, but that plays into the dynamic of a much older guy, which a much younger girl, but I think if they were sleeping together, that would be reason to raise all hell, because this is a minor with an adult. This is a member of the faculty with a student, and there were things that were done because of whatever relationship this is. So that would be a good reason to make a case against them, raise awareness about it. We've watched too much Gossip Girl. That's why we're straight to sleeping together thing. But that would be a good reason to also plead our case and bring back Marissa and Ryan to school. Like, if he was fueled by a personal thing that was going on and it was his decision to send them away, we can challenge that if he gets, fired. So, or arrested, I don't know. But obviously there's something there. I want them to notice, because he's on their case. He's literally hunting them down. And that girl is a fucking bitch. So she's petty as fuck.
Yeah, she is. High school.
But besides that,
high school.
Besides that, well, high school. Some people keep that dynamic way later after high school, and it sucks when people don't mature. In any case, but yeah, that was definitely the end of Innocence for a lot of characters here, and it was a really good episode that paralleled between Marissa and Ryan sleeping together while Jimmy was getting beat up, made it impossible for me to enjoy anything. I was freaking out so much. I was like, oh god. But I thought it was interesting because it's such a sweet, loving moment versus such a violent, dark scene. So I'm like, god, they are going places this season, and I like that. I really like that. Not that I enjoy, people getting beat up and almost dying, but
okay. So
it's realistic consequences to dark and bad problems, which I think is
bad choices.
It's time we face those. Kind of like, yes, it sucks that Ryan has his backstory, his background, and people judge him on it, but it makes sense that he would be judged on it. Or the fact that we're bringing back a lot of, you gotta stop going to your default punching people when there's an issue. It's something that, was so important in season 1, episode 1, and I felt like we let that go later on. And to have it come back, like have Sandy be like, dude, typically when there's a problem, we don't really question, like, how much are you going to school? Like, you should, technically you're skipping because you're spending all your time with your girlfriend or whatever, but it's never addressed how much time you're not going to school, and there are never consequences to this. But now we're actually talking like, you can't spend all your time just doing nothing. You got to think about your future. You got to think about where you go after this. I feel like it's much more, it's grounded in, like, yes, there's still drama, but it's grounded in reality and darkness, and I feel like it's great.
All right.
I like it so far, for sure. In any case, so this is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't want to, the next one will be on YouTube next week.
Yes.
See you then, guys.
Bye.